swear when I want to record, it starts raining. Anyways, welcome to Eppy's expansion, and today I'm actually about to start with a time lapse because I want to get this area right here and this area right here all terraformed because right now it's in a pretty bad spot. So, without further ado, let's go in with a time lapse. Alright, end of time lapse, and here we have the final product of the time lapse. Now, with this area, originally I was going to fill it in, then I decided that'd be kind of boring. But I have three ideas that I can put in here. Either I can continue this part over here and make a little garden, not wheat field, but more of rose bushes and more too tall flowers like those back there, and separate them in little parts. Or I could turn this into like a little mini game area and maybe come up with a couple games that I can somehow fit in here, or like a little dungeon area, like a dungeon escape kind of mini game, something small that I can put in here. Or I can move the villager reader into this area right here because it's a pretty big spot and they could fit in this area and it would actually work around with the village over here. So yeah, those are three possibilities that I had in mind. I could expand into more, or I can think of more. And then over here is the river that I terraformed in the time lapse, the first thing that I did, and actually where I started the time lapse at. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is fully complete because there are some areas where I kind of want to build a little bit more on. The reason why I have most things kind of flat here is because I'm planning on making, well, finishing that, but making this come out this way, kind of curve into where the bridge is over here, and make a pathway to go up to this house over here, because as of now you have to climb the mountain and it's pretty inconvenient. And also because I want to put some trees over here just to make a little bit of distance between the cliff and the bridge itself and the pathway and all that. And also on the other side, I have not done any work over here, and I'm debating whether I should or shouldn't, because I don't think I'll ever touch this area over here because it's just out of reach of the whole village itself. I won't expand at all into this area right here because it will be unseen. I think it's a waste, honestly. But I will expand this way because this is where I'm working on most of the builds, and this is where the entrance spawns over here, so this is where the entrance is going to be. So when people come in, or I come in and just view the village, they're going to see this part. It's very rare that someone's going to come through and then go to this part of the river, since there's no bridge or anything that leads over to here. So I think maybe if at most I'll fill in this part, this little gap right here, and maybe this part right here. But as of now, I won't do it because I'm out of rockets. Where did my ender chest go? Right here. And I'm more concerned about this new area over here with the arch and everything. This looks like a pretty nice entranceway to whatever comes in the future. I think for this area, as for now, I'll maybe put a little bit of bone meal around, or I'll decorate the outsides, the edges of it, just so it doesn't look so deserted and flat in the center and things. But until I have a set idea of what I'm going to do, I won't touch the center, but I'll touch the edges and add a little bit more to it, just to give it a little bit more elevation, a little bit more height, or a little bit just more things to look at. I might put some trees right here. I can even put a house right there, or I can put houses on here, or little towers and things. Just a little bit more to add to the background, so it's not just the cliff by itself and the castle over there. But just a little bit more things just to add to the site of the area itself. Also, I have this huge area to work with on the very top that'll probably look really cool with what I have planned for this. Originally, I was planning on covering the whole thing, just putting a cape over the whole thing and having an underground cave sort of thing. But then I decided that'd be a little bit too much work, and I'm actually running out of dirt. As you can see, these shulker boxes almost empty. Yeah, almost empty. Just a little bit here and a little bit in my inventory. But for this project, actually, I use around 15 shulker boxes. Well, 15 and a half if you include this shulker, not that one. This shulker box over here. So it's like 14 and a quarter that I use just for terraforming this and terraforming back there at the river, because all of this is filled in. Nothing is flat. Everything is filled in as it should be. Now, it's true that it would save a lot of resources just by making it hollow inside, but I don't want to deal with mobs and lighting and all that because, I don't know, that's just annoying for me. And it's just more convenient to have everything filled in. And that, everyone, is unfortunately all the time that we have in today's episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous video. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe for future videos. Anyways, see ya!